I've gotten out of the program a lot of information and knowledge that is not really readily available in a lot of programs, I think, because the faculty in the speech program is just second to none.
They hold their professional degrees, their CPAs, and so they're up with it. They know what's going on.
My parents and my sister, she lives in Bowling Green, and my boyfriend and his whole family.
Aunts, uncles, cousins, you know, 5th, 6th, 7th cousins.
And grandparents, everyone's coming up.
My aunt, my uncle, my sisters, my brother-in-laws, my nieces.
I'm the first one of my brothers and sisters to graduate from college, and so they've all been excited about that, I think.
I think Big Red is the coolest mascot there is.
Still trying to figure out what Big Red is.
The chewing gum?
I think he's a good thing. I can't figure out what exactly he is, but I think he's a good mascot for us.
You mean that grimace-looking character?
So it's an exciting vehicle for Western's image and spirituality. I'm impressed with the whole aura of this university. It permeates just about every being on this campus, and it elevates us to new heights of enlightenment. And it's a wonderful thing, and it's all embodied in that big red globs.
Janine, they were talking about Big Red. I wonder if Big Red has ever been through commencement. Did he ever graduate from Western?
Well, I don't know if he actually took part in the exercise. I'm sure he has an honorary degree or two.
May even have his doctoral degree from Western.
You know, it takes a lot of hard work for people to put a commencement exercise together, and sometimes those people are overlooked. But their hard work is noticed by the friends and families here. As some of these students said in the package there, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, a chance for many of these students. As I mentioned in the opening, some of these students are the first in generations to graduate from a university. There we have the honor cords. See the honor cords draped around the candidate's neck there? That signifies their accomplishment in the academic arena.
I guess one of the times, other than when you get your grades in the mail, that honor is recognized. You were talking about the number of people that it takes to put this on. Frida Eggleton, of course, the registrar and chair of the commencement committee, and we'd be remiss if we didn't mention her and her entire office for that matter. This is an extremely busy time of the year for them. This is their highlight. This is their Final Four, if you want to put it in basketball vernacular. We are in a basketball arena, but she has done, again, an outstanding job along with everyone in her office, and I think you and I would be remiss if we didn't mention at least Judy Bird, who provides us with some pronunciations, which sometimes we get right and sometimes we do our best. Let's put it that way. But the entire area, and as you said, 70 to 100 people or so involved in putting this one day together, one time a year. But a lot of work and effort goes into it, from the setting out of the chairs and the stage, and well, you name it. There's a lot of little details that have to be done or it doesn't go off right. Well, these 1,600 graduates here today that we've been talking about will each face new challenges following today. And let's hear from some of them on their thoughts for their future.
I won't be rich, but I'll at least enjoy my job.
Starting to apply some of the things I've been hearing about for the last 4 years. Put some of this to the test, and I guess then that will be the test of Western's program here.
I've been in academia so long, it seems like it's kind of a safe haven for me. The real world, I think, is something that I'm really kind of fearing right now.
I would love to work at Toys R Us because I'm still a big kid at heart and I don't think I'll ever grow up.
The next stage of life is going to begin, which is kind of a scary thought. But again, I just want to celebrate graduation and have fun. I think it's been a long 4 years, and I'm looking forward to that one day of just not having to worry about anything, thinking about the day after on the following Monday. So I'll put it off for one day. For once, I'll not worry.
I travel a lot with the accounting fraternity. When people ask me where I'm from, I'm proud to say Western Kentucky.
In one sense, I hate to see it come to an end, and in another sense, I'll be tickled to death to get it over with.
I've enjoyed these 4 years, and Had a really good time, and I truly can look back on these 4 years and say they, so far, have been among the 4 best years of my life.
It's almost over.
The all-night paper writing study sessions and the finals that just seem like the end of the world, and they're over so quickly.
Goodbye, and good luck to all those who have to stay. Sorry.
I'm glad I'm graduating. I feel sorry for everybody else that has to keep going to school, but
You leave everything that's been planned for you your whole life. You know, I've always known I was going to college, where you leave all that behind and you start with a clean slate.
Just about at that time, and as one might say, let the games begin.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Let me ask Mr. Rob Evans, the newly elected president of the Student Government Association, to come forward for our invocation. At the conclusion of the invocation, please join Ms. Heather Hall, a senior from Bowling Green, in the singing of our national anthem. Heather will be accompanied by the University Symphonic Band under the direction of Mr. Joseph Seitz. Will you please rise at this time?
For those of you who would like to, I would encourage you to bow your heads as we go to prayer. Let us pray. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for the opportunity to gather here today for this graduation ceremony. We also thank you for the educators and the university which you've provided us. We ask for your blessings upon the ceremony, as well as the blessings upon the graduates. And let us meet those trials in our lives with the philosophy which our university enjoins. That is, the Spirit makes the master. Amen.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Please be seated. Welcome to the 137th commencement of Western Kentucky University. We are gathered here today to give special recognition and to pay tribute to the graduating class of 1994. This truly is a special day for all of us on this beautiful May afternoon. Before we continue, I want to give special recognition to the University Symphonic Band and Mr. Joseph Stites for the beautiful music they provided this afternoon. Now I want to recognize a number of people who have played an important role in support of today's graduates, and I hope you'll hold your applause until all have been introduced. They are the ones who've been holding their breath for the last few years, waiting for this day. And I would like, first of all, for all of the parents of today's graduates to stand and remain standing. Come on, parents. I'll hold your applause. Now, would all grandparents of today's graduates please stand? Remain standing, parents. If you are a spouse of one of today's graduates, would you please stand? All children and grandchildren of today's graduates, would you please stand? Finally, all other relatives and friends of today's graduates, would you please stand? Thank you. You may be seated. Let me now introduce our former student body president, Mr. Donald Smith, who also serves as a student regent, to come forward for remarks. Donald?
Today we are assembled for one of the treasured traditions in American education, the commencement ceremony. For the past year, you have given me the honor to serve you as president of the Student Government Association. It is in this capacity that I take the liberty of focusing briefly upon the one basic element of the many complex human relationships that prevail this afternoon. I submit to you that the great majority, if not all of us who receive a diploma here today, are debtors. Perhaps the biggest debt of all is to our parents and other supportive family and friends who have provided us the love, encouragement, and even dollars necessary to pursue our educational goals. We are also indebted to the Western faculty and staff, so many of whom have shown a genuine interest in our learning and personal welfare. But let us not forget another debt, our debt to Western Kentucky University, soon to be our alma mater. I hope that in some measure we will commence today to repay our debt to Western by making a silent commitment to do two things. First, let us make a commitment to retain a personal interest in Western's welfare, thereby preserving and strengthening a valued tradition of loyalty and support among Western alumni. And finally, let us commit ourselves to a higher level of service while engaging in worthy endeavors that speak to the world. At Western, our education was of the heart as well as the head. To me, that is the true meaning of our motto, the spirit makes the master. As we leave Dill Arena today, we should remember that each day brings its trials and temptations and its joys and sorrows. But we should treat everything as a learning experience. Even though we are graduating from college today, we will always be students in life.
I'll now ask Dr. Robert V. Haynes, Vice President for Academic Affairs, to come forward. Dr. Haynes will recognize our retiring faculty members. Dr. Haynes.
Thank you, Mr. President. At this time, I wish to recognize a group of special faculty, those who, after many years of dedicated service to Western, are retiring or taking optional retirement from the university. As I call their names, I would ask them to stand and remain standing in order to be recognized. Please withhold your applause until all names have been announced. Mary Crisp, Teacher Education. Louis Erkey, Consumer and Family Sciences. Sally Clark, Consumer and Family Sciences. Robert Simpson, Psychology. Norman Hunter, Chemistry. Frank Pittman, Industrial Technology. Donald Went, Industrial Technology. Drew Harrington, History. Please join me in thanking these people for their dedicated service to Western.
There's one other retirement that's appropriate to recognize at this time. For the past 24 years, Mr. Dave Evans of the College Heights Bookstore has personally coordinated all of the cap and gown arrangements for our students and faculty. Today marks his final commencement. Thank you, Dave, and best wishes. Would you please stand, Dave? Is he over here? Where is Dave? You can tell we surprised him.
On page 5 of the commencement program, you will find a list of faculty who are recipients of the 1994 College Awards for Outstanding Teaching, Research Creative Activity, and Public Service. From these finalists, a committee of faculty, alumni, and students have selected 3 for the University Awards. Although these awards will be presented formally at the fall faculty meeting, I am pleased to announce the recipients for these awards this afternoon so that you may recognize and congratulate them. The recipient of the University Teaching Award is Mr. Wayne Mason of the Biology Department. I see that you can't refrain, that's all right. The recipient for the University Research Award is Dr. Carleen K. Ball of the Department of Psychology. And the recipient for the University Public Service Award is Miss Catherine Ward, Department of English. Please join me in congratulating these fine faculty.
The university is indeed honored to recognize those graduates who have established themselves as scholars by earning superior grades. Undergraduate students who have achieved the distinction of graduating with honors are identified by the symbols explained on page 6 of the commencement program. The red and white honor cords worn by the graduates today reflect this achievement. In addition, the diploma of each of these students will signify the appropriate honor. The university awards 5 honor designations based upon the degree level, number of credit hours earned at Western, and cumulative grade point average. These honors are determined by the following criteria. Associate degree candidates completing their requirements with a cumulative grade point average of 3.4 to 3.69 and a minimum of 32 semester hours of coursework earned at Western are graduated with distinction. Associate degree candidates completing their requirements with a grade point average of 3.7 to 4.0 and a minimum of 32 semester hours of coursework earned in residence are graduated with high distinction. Would each of these associate degree candidates graduating with honors please stand and be recognized? Baccalaureate candidates completing their degree program with an overall grade point average of 3.4 to 3.59 with a minimum of 64 semester hours of coursework at Western are graduated cum laude. Baccalaureate candidates completing their degree program with an overall grade point average of 3.6 to 3.79 and a minimum of 64 semester hours of credit at Western are awarded the distinction of magna cum laude. The honor of summa cum laude is awarded to those graduates who have earned a grade point average of 3.8 to a perfect 4.0 and have completed a minimum of 64 semester hours of work at Western. Such an honor is achieved by fewer than 3% of the university graduates. At this time, I ask all baccalaureate degree candidates to stand and be recognized. The baccalaureate student graduating with the highest academic standing in each undergraduate college is designated as Scholar of the College. In recognition of this achievement, the dean of each college will present a silver bowl to the recipient. In addition, students graduating with a perfect 4.0 with all of their coursework at Western will be honored as recipients of the prestigious Ogden Trustees Award. Named for one of the institutions from which Western Kentucky University has evolved, the Ogden Trustees Award will be presented today by Mr. Herbert Smith, Sr., a member of the Ogden Foundation Board of Directors. Dean David Lee will present the Scholar of the Potter College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences, and Mr. Smith will present the Ogden Award to 2 recipients. First, Kelly Brillhart. Kelly Brillhart is receiving a Bachelor of Arts degree with a major in English. Kelly is married to Marty Ryan of Franklin and is the daughter of Klein and Carol Brilhart. Also receiving both the College Award and the Ogden Trustees Award is Paula Burt Trafton. Paula has earned a Bachelor of Arts degree with double majors in history and English. She is married to Dr. Joe Trafton of Bowling Green and is the daughter of Mary and Francis Burt. Dean J. Michael Brown will present the Scholar of the College of Business Administration to Sandy Klein of Bowling Green. Sandy is receiving a Bachelor of Science degree in Computer Information Systems. She is the daughter of Alan and Kui Chin Klein. Dean Carl Martre will present the Scholar of the College of Education and Behavioral Sciences Award, and Mr. Smith will present the Ogden Award to Greg A. Whitty of Alvaton. Greg has earned a Bachelor of Science degree in middle grades education. He is married to Patty Whitty and the son of Jerry and late Dot Whitty. Presenting the award for the top scholar of the Ogden College of Science, Technology, and Health is Dean Martin Houston. Receiving both this college award and the Ogden Trustees Award is Janet Takish, a mathematics major from Scottsville. Janet is receiving a Bachelor of Arts degree. She is married to Jack Takish and is the daughter of Dr. Homer B. Martin and Carolyn Martin.
Given their exemplary accomplishments, I want to ask the family members of these honorees to stand so we can applaud you as well. Family members, would you stand of all these honorees who just came across? Today is a special day in the lives of all who are assembled in this arena. You, the honorees, all of you here, came to us some time ago and in essence said, I've made a commitment to obtain more education. I want to be as prepared as I possibly can to face life's challenges. I want to contribute to this world, and I want to be successful. You ask us at Western to help you reach this next level. At your orientation, or OAR, I thanked you and your parents for giving us that opportunity. There are over 3,000 colleges and universities in this country, yet you placed your confidence in us at Western, and we gladly accepted that challenge. And I would tell you, and you know now, that you could not have chosen an institution in this country where the faculty and staff who are seated on each side of you would have loved you more or cared more about you. Today is the culmination of the time you've spent together. One of the special missions of Western over the years has been to provide a way for worthy students to have an opportunity for higher education. I know that many of you represent the first person in your immediate family to receive a college degree. If you are the first person in your immediate family to receive a college degree, like I was, would you please rise at this time, the first person in your immediate family to get a college degree? Thank you. To the parents of these students, I want to say a special thank you for providing the guidance and support to make sure that they had an opportunity to achieve something that many of you did not have. Graduates, would you join me in giving your parents a round of applause for this support? I also want to give special recognition to our non-traditional students, our non-trads as we affectionately call them here. Few will know of your many sacrifices to be here today, but we congratulate you, and particularly as you notice some of these honor graduates were non-trads as well. Congratulations to all of our non-traditional students. I want to ask you, our graduates, to carry the Western spirit with you as you leave. You've heard a lot about that Western spirit since you arrived here. You know that our institutional motto, which is in our seal on the front of your program, is the spirit makes the master. And I must tell you that that motto is true. It's not just words. We believe the special something inside of you makes the difference. As one of our alums wrote me not long ago, it's that other thing that makes Western graduates stand apart. And I want to mention to you 3 important components that I think are a part of this motto that we have, the Spirit makes the master. 1, always see farther than you can see. Don't be satisfied with that which is easily within your grasp or that which is easily attainable. Be visionary, look beyond, and then go for it. Always give more than is expected of you. No matter how small the task, no matter how monumental the request, always give more than is asked, whether it's your job, your family, your friends, your strangers, church, whatever. In all things, take one more step than is expected. And the third point may very well be the most important. I ask you as graduates of Western to be humane and caring with your fellow human beings. Take time to listen and to share and to care. Mother Teresa said, kind words can be short and sweet, but their echoes are truly endless. Someone else said, never underestimate the power of a kind word or deed. And if you'll do all 3 of these things, continue to dream and go for it, do more than is expected of you, and be caring with your fellow man, what a wonderful world this will be, and you will be successful. I guarantee it. You are graduating today, but it is not an ending. Rather, it is the commencement of the rest of your lives. In a recent speech, Richard Franke, the CEO of a major corporation, said, learning is an unending process that goes on during our entire lifetime. It is unrealistic and even sad to think that study and our education should end at graduation. There is so much to know and so much to read that we need years and years to even begin to become educated. So let me encourage you, be optimistic, be confident, be successful, have fun, make this world a better place for all of us. I want to thank you for choosing Western. We are now bonded together for the rest of our lives as graduates of Western, and we will be proud to call you our graduates. Thank you.
At this time, President Meredith and Chairman Mercer, it is my privilege on behalf of the academic deans, department heads, and faculty of Western Kentucky University to present to you the candidates who have completed all requirements for the associate, baccalaureate, master's, and specialist degrees. Before these candidates are presented, it is fitting that recognition be given to the individuals who have provided outstanding instruction and guidance to these graduates. At this time, I would ask the faculty to stand so that we may all recognize them and express our appreciation for what they have accomplished for these graduating students. Will the faculty please stand? Today's degree candidates have completed associate, baccalaureate, master's, and specialist degree programs as prescribed by the university in conformity to the standards of its accrediting associations and the laws of the Commonwealth. I wish to express to them the congratulations and best wishes of the faculty and to convey to both you, President Meredith, and Chairman Mercer, the genuine pride which we feel toward each graduate having reached this milestone. I would now ask that all candidates for the associate, baccalaureate, master's, and specialist degrees to please stand for the conferring of the appropriate degrees. Will you please stand? It is with great pleasure that I recommend to you that the appropriate degrees be conferred upon these candidates, who by the application of their abilities to their assigned studies have completed the various degree programs and have demonstrated their qualifications for this high recognition.
Dr. Haynes, as president, I hereby state to the board that these candidates have now completed the proper certification and notify you and all here present of the acceptance of your recommendation.
And now, representing the Board of Regents of Western Kentucky University, I hereby confer upon each graduate the degree which has been earned, such degree to be a fact accomplished when the diploma is presented in testimony of this achievement.
The graduates, please be seated. Congratulations to you. I now ask Dr. Haynes to come forward to recognize each college for the presentation of diplomas to each graduate.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased at this time to introduce Dr. David D. Lee, Dean of the College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences. Dean Lee will present to you the graduates in Potter College for the presentation of individual diplomas. Dean Lee.
Vice President Haynes, on behalf of the faculty, it is with genuine pride that I present the graduates from the College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences to this audience and present to each graduate a diploma in recognition of this significant achievement.
Roderick Moore. Jason Ridenauer, accepting the diploma for his father, the late James A. Ridenauer. Billy Ridenauer. Rand Valerie. Kelly Brillhart. Paula Trafton. Donald Smith. Stephen Abbott. James Allen IV. Wesley Allen. Shani Anderson, summa cum laude. Guy Argo. Heather Hall, cum laude. Kristen Armstrong, cum laude. Marlisa Denise Armstrong. Michael Arvin. James Ashby. Stephen Ashby. Claude Bacon. Melissa K. Baggerly. James Baum. Kyle Bailey. Elizabeth Baker. Jennifer Baker. Teresa Baker. Rima Barco, summa cum laude. Stephen Arthur. Derek Barnes. Eric Barth. Leah Bauman. Catherine Bartling. Kimberly Belcher. Christian Bernard, magna cum laude. Bert Blevins III. Shannon Burnt. Stacy Biggs. Laura Jo Bland. Dana Yvette Marie Boblet. Laura Barlett. Jeffrey Boggs. Fonda Bond. Amanda Bowman, magna cum laude. Christopher Brady. Angela Bray, summa cum laude. David Brennan. Wendy Brenner. Allison Minton. Michael Brewer. Cheryl Brewer. Daryl Brown. Jennifer Lynn Brown. Timothy Brown. Giamo Bruni, cum laude. Angela Bryan, magna cum laude. Trenda Bumps. Lori Berger. Amy Burke. Kathy Leanne Burnett, magna cum laude. Marcus Burns. Tricia Burton, cum laude. Maria Bush. Joel Carey. Amy Carter. Mary Cecil. Sean Serrato. Amy Chambers, cum laude. Leslie Chappell. Clayton Clark. Jarvis Clark. Patrick Clark. Shelley Clark. Lorraine Cohen. Wendy Coron. Kevin Collett. John Collier. Betsy Collin. David Compton. Victoria Conitzer. Alan Cooper. Ponice Copus. David Cox. Kimberly Crane. Richard Curley, cum laude. Julie Davis, summa cum laude. Lisa Deckard. Andre Deloach. Stephen Donahoe. Heidi Draffin, magna cum laude. Carrie Duke. Kathleen Coleman, cum laude. Derek Duncan. Jennifer Duval, magna cum laude. Jimmy Duval. William Dykes, summa cum laude. Jennifer Eaton, magna cum laude. Dora Epley. Tanya Edmonds. Ola Edsel. Jason Edwards. Martin Edwards. Jennifer Elliott. Chad Estes. Steve Evans. Raymond Ezel, cum laude. David Fields. Timothy Feister. Lynette Fisher. Eric Matheson. Tracy Steele. Francis Gardler. Andrew LaJoy, cum laude. John Parsons. Laura McCauley. Brian Bohannon. Veronica Crane. Jana Menifee. Mark Piscotti. Christopher Pointer. David Hall. Cheryl Meyer. April Francine. Gregory Wells. Jerry Daniels Jr. Dawn Ang. Anya Arms. Tricia Hoffman. Stephanie Stivers, cum laude. Mariah Burnham. Thomas Batters. Mary Jane Fitzstevens. Wendy Fleming. Amy Jo Del Fiesel. Lori Flood, magna cum laude. Cynthia Ford, summa cum laude. Lisa Ford. Christy Foster, summa cum laude. Brian Franklin. Michelle Frazier. Scott French. Douglas Froge, cum laude. Angela K. Fry, cum laude. Alvin Garrison. Kate Garvey. Ernest Todd Gibbs. Stephanie Gibney, magna cum laude. Rebecca Gibson. Stephen Gibson. Elizabeth Gillespie, cum laude. Matthew Godstead. Todd Griffin. Tracy Grimes. Thomas Gruba. Jeffrey Hackett. Gilbert Hallaby. Adam Hall. Jeffrey Hall. Wayne Hallett, magna cum laude. Ruth McClanahan Hand. Jerry Hanley. Jeff Hardy. John Harnage. Michael Harper. Laura Harris. Kimberly Harrison, cum laude. Brad Gullett. Maria Hassan, cum laude. Heather Hauer, cum laude. Jackie Heller. Douglas Hess. Julie Hickman, magna cum laude. James Height. Jennifer Higdon. Jennifer Hill. David Hill. Joseph Hines, cum laude. Bernard Howard. Sherry Hudeberg. Tonya Hudnall, magna cum laude. Jamie Huff. Sheila Hust. Brandy James. Mark Johnson. Natalie Johnson. Raymond Johnson. Stephen Johnson. Wilhelmina Johnson. Jennifer Jones. Thomas Jordan. Douglas Kyle. Vanessa Keith, magna cum laude. Marvin Kellum IV. Brian Kelly. William Kelty Jr. Shannon Kendall. Tracy Keplinger. Christopher Carrick. Renee Kinslow. Molly Kirby. Brenda Kirtley. Sally Kraus. Emmett Wood IV. Larry Kuykendall. Lori Lambert, cum laude. Maisi Lau. Sharon Lee, cum laude. Teresa Valeria Lee. Lori Leslie. Stacy Rowe, magna cum laude. Zanga Lindsay, cum laude. Christine Luttrell. Kevin Lloyd. Kristen Logsden, summa cum laude. Laura Loving. Kimberly Mann. Jennifer Marshall. Amy Kilburn. Mary Long. Carol Ann Young. Christopher Pino. Ryan Magnus. Andrew Mann. Jennifer Cowan, cum laude. Vanessa Martin. Christopher Mattingly. Kenneth Mock. Melissa McGuire. Eric McCandless Jr. Ryan McConnell. Robert McDougall. Matthew McGovern. Morgan McKinley. Leslie McKinney. Karen Means. Lori Meguar. Christy Mellon, magna cum laude. Angela Mercer. Jeffrey Miller, cum laude. Paulette Monroe. Michael Montgomery. Jennifer Moore. Deanna Mills. Maya Pettis. Natalie Moore, cum laude. David Morrow. Sean Morton. Karen Moss. Latrice Muir. Jennifer Mertz. Elizabeth Nagel. Christopher Niekirk. Jill Nevels. Charles Nichols. Rebecca Nicholson. Diane Knoll, magna cum laude. David Obadala. Andrew Page. Amethyl Peril Sewell, cum laude. Rodney Payne. Shelley Perry. Gretchen Plock. Carrie Short, Eric McWilliams, Patrick Monahan, Amelia Peters, Philip Payne, Daryl Peebles, John Perry, Thomas Peterson, Darren Fegley, Rhonda Vanover Fegley, Cheryl Phelps, Sharon Pearson, Terrence Pollard, Teresa Powell, Daniel Powers, Mark Powers, Melissa Powers, Shannon Powers, Becky Jo Pritchard, Joseph Raines, Bradley Rawls, Seth Reitz, Darlene Reinhardt, Jeannie Reinitz, Laura Rymanschneider, Susan Flanders, Lisa Robertson, Melissa Rodart, Angelo Rodriguez, Paul Royd, summa cum laude, Jeffrey Roper, Douglas Rosecrans, Leslie Runner, McKinley Sales, Amy Sams, Gregory Shuck, Chris Sawyer, Daniel Chapmeyer, Aaron Scheiferdecker, James Scott, David Serafini, Lucian Settles, Angela Shackelford, Karsten Shanklin, Lynn Scher, Brian Shaw Jr., Renee Shaw, Rodney Sheffield, Christopher Schmidt, Leah Shoecraft, Connie Hubbock, Darren Shipley, cum laude, Howard Schoaf, Amy Schrader, Angela Smith, Derek Smith, summa cum laude, Jennifer Smith, Raymond Smotherman, Mary Snow, summa cum laude, Jennifer Snyder, Arvella Sparks, Janet Sparks, Sean Sparks, Laura Spencer, Brian Staples, Tammy Stenger, magna cum laude, Nikita Stewart, Charles Story, Peter Stoutenberg, Chris Straub, Elizabeth Stahl, James Somerville, Timothy Sweatman, magna cum laude, Eric Starks, Sean Taylor, Stacy Stewart, Patrick Stidham, William Sturzel, James Suggs, Kenneth Talman, Stanley Teague, Robert Thompson, Stephen Thompson, Scott Tancre, James Tennell III, Veronica Taylor, cum laude, Wendy Terhune, James Thompson, William Titchener Jr., Kevin Trulock, John Upchurch, Angela Vincent, Cheryl Vincent, Jennifer Vincent, summa cum laude, David Ward, Deandra Wardell, Jack Warren, Karen Watkins, cum laude, Gary Watson, magna cum laude, Stephen Weekly, Lisa West, Julie White, summa cum laude, Stephanie White, magna cum laude, Erica Whitelow, Lori Wilkerson, Daniel Williams, Diane Williams, Henry Williams, Robert Williams, Nicole Williamson, magna cum laude, Kevin Wing, Ensign Barney, cum laude, Carlotta Custis, Keith Groves, cum laude, Hunter Ganote, Melanie Kidwell, Neil Lee, cum laude, Donald Mather II, cum laude, Adam Pulowski, cum laude, Robert Roberson Jr., Gary Rohr, Mariah Seitz, Leah Scott, Matthew Semrick, magna cum laude, Sarah Cravens, Tamala Maxwell, Wendy O'Grody, William Shaver, Larry Burris, Philip Ferris, Denise May, Bryant McClellan, Laura McDonald, Dawn Pendley, Allison Atnip, cum laude, Catherine Hope Beckner, William Bryant, Suzanne Elaine Clark, Jamie Devine, Christy Mills Dismon, Scarlett Grady, magna cum laude, Calvin Kitchens, cum laude, Mary Jacqueline Getz Langford, Mika Merrill, Wanda Nevins, Shannon Porter, Shantae Ray, Mitchell Sims, Ukiah Leeton Smith, Wendy Stanley, Tabitha Tuttle, William Walker, Karen Wood, Paul Mullins, Leslie Crabtree,
Vice President Haynes, it's with genuine pride that I present the graduates from the Bowling Green College of Business Administration to this audience. I present to each graduate a diploma in recognition of this significant accomplishment.
Drusilla Belcher, Tanya Lee Belcher, Denise Thompson Board, Robert James Brown, Brenda Lee Byerline, Lisa Lynn Crow, Eugene Griffin, Honorin Hawk, Sonia Renee Jackson, Jason Jessup, Martha Kiefer, James Etta Mays, Kathleen L. Milam, Robin Danielle Page, Krista Lynn Robertson, Joseph Brian Smith, Ginger Strode, Christina Beth Wheeler, Brenda Jane Spiller, Julia Vernita Ray, Tammy Michelle Whitlow, Gary Crittenden, Kimberly Renee Glass Guthrie, Judith Hawkins Hatcher, Tara Lynn Lutzen, Stacy Lou Anderson Manning, Mary Tyng, Michelle Denise Miller, Robert Evans Jr., Sandy Klein, Barbara Joyce England, Belinda England, Edward Allen, Candace Ferguson II, Delvegas Jackson, Thomas Perkins, Chad Shoulders, Ricky Stagg, Laura Sullivan, Thomas Nathaniel Taylor, Chad Wells, Thad Wells, Joe Bannister, Jackie Beck, Cynthia Lorraine Benford, Michael Scott Cotton, Robert Dillingham, Kirsten Darlene Finley, Effie Forte, Jeffrey Jaggers, Philip Young Kim, Thomas Lyons, Aaron Courtney McGuire, Christine Lynn Mueller, Lucida Diane Palmer, Douglas Allen Rothert, Abraham Russell, Lynn Ernest Stewart, James Daniel Taylor, Donald Ray Wade, Travis Armstrong, Stanley Keith Baker, Kimberly Balbick, James Ballard, Albert Bonigo, Amy Bowder, Larisha Denning Bell, Michelle Bendis, Sarah Bomar, Michelle Boyle, Claudette B. Matthews, Thomas Brown, Stephen Browning, Lori Burton, Kathy Carney, Richard Cottle, Charles Charlton, Young Chow, Jason Chenoweth, Martinia Coffey, Mary Cornelius Cole, Jeffrey Dale Constant, Susan Cook, magna cum laude, Jennifer Catherine Cox, summa cum laude, Michelle Cox, or Michael Cox, Johnny Dean Dougherty, Eugenia Lynn Day, Brian Lee Decker, Carla Maria DeQ, Jennifer Drain, Eric Toby Durham, Brian Scott Early, Leah Michelle Edwards, Michael Eldridge, Barry Elmore, magna cum laude, Vicki Lou England, Diana Evans, cum laude, Scotty Wayne Gobin, cum laude, Jason Scott Embry, Tamara Nicole Farrell, Brian Harris, Michael Harper, Brian Fisher, Charles Gibson, Edward Travis Goggins III, summa cum laude, Melody Goodman, Mark Edward Green, Travis Green, Barbara Ann Hale, Chris Allen Happel, Molly Lynn Harmon, Stephen Scott Harper, James Harris, Donald Leon Henderson, summa cum laude, Randall Heron, Rachel Hibbs, summa cum laude, James Eric Hickerson, Dana Lynn Heyer, Stephanie Horning, Vincent Theron Hicks, magna cum laude, Daniel Travis Hudson, Connie Huffman, summa cum laude, Christy Honeycutt, Jennifer Ignash, Adam Jackson, Jeffrey Lamont Jackson, Phyllis Jewell, Robert Johnson, Mary Jones, Terrence Lee Kennan Jr., Chris Donald Kessens, Rebecca Lynn Kitchens, Brianna Knight, Michael Francis Cotmel, Charles Lackey, Leah Landrum, David Matthew Lilly, Lisa Marie Lorline, Tricia Lynn Lovewell, Priya Vassett Main, Cheryl Markham, Stephanie McCormick, Cheryl Lynn McFadden, Matthew McGlasson, Rose Meadows, cum laude, Lisa Jernikinson Malone, Linda Mitchell, cum laude, Aaron Mobley, Lori Morehouse, Jeffrey Allen Moss, Lori Ann Mutter, Patrick Reeves, James Lee, Sean Lighton Taylor, Stephen Newman, Rachel Michelle Oglesby, Brian Keith Paget, cum laude, Robert Brian Paisley, Holly Payne, Melissa Perry, Michelle Lynn Peters, Robert Powell, Thomas Proctor, Justin Pursley, Mubina Rahim, Amy Rayleigh, Anthony Clay Ream, Vicki Lynn Resor, Brian Hammond, Michelle Faye Riddle, magna cum laude, Christopher Jean Rippey, David Scott Roberts, Michelle Johnson Roberts, cum laude, Lisa Nicole Rosa, Jeannie Rose, Rex Robin Rush, Julie Russ, summa cum laude, Jeffrey Wilson Scott, cum laude, Amy Deanne Scully, cum laude, Amy Finch Shelton, Crystal Smith, Kimberly Leanne Smith, cum laude, Valika Smith, Shelley Nicole Stallings, Amy Stevens, Jason Stockton, summa cum laude, Stephanie Swanson, Jason Taylor, magna cum laude, Elizabeth Jane Thompson, Kelly Michelle Treader, Nancy Beth Valencia, magna cum laude, Cyrus Ira Vantendust, Joseph Wesley Wade, Elizabeth Lorraine Watson, Robert Louis Lewis Wedding, Donald Wen, Jonathan Witzel, Brian Woosley, cum laude, Paul Woosley, Carrie Lynn Yeager,
Vice President Haynes, it's with a genuine sense of pride and enthusiasm that I present the graduates from the College of Education and Behavioral Sciences to this audience and present to each graduate a diploma in recognition of this significant achievement.
James Duff, Jr. Greg Whitty, summa cum laude. Juanita Allen, magna cum laude. Teresa Allen. Christian Anthony Ward. Stephanie Austin. Voice Bain. Jennifer Barnett. Heather Beach. Robert Harvey, magna cum laude. Tammy Bevan. Dwayne Berry. Michael Bloom. Sherry Bostwick, magna cum laude. Brian Bramlett. Lori Buckby. Thomas Chaffin. Stephanie Chaffin, summa cum laude. Christy Chandler. Melinda Chapman. Laura Cox. Kelly Cundiff. Christine Cunningham, summa cum laude. Rhonda Clark. Melissa DeWeese. Nancy Dickerson. Cynthia Dykeman, cum laude. Daniel Deal. Advinia Dolan. Tricia Drury, cum laude. Tonya Dunning. Dawn Edlin. John Firo. Kyle Finn. Brian Forbush. Moretta Dawn Garner. Kelly Godert, summa cum laude. Alma Jo Hammonds. Lavelle Ramon Harden McKnight. Meredith Harp. Stanley Harwood. Julie Henderson. Samilla Hollis, summa cum laude. Suzanne Howden. Jody Hudson. Christopher Jarbo. Glenn Johnson. Joni Kanzler. Rhonda Keller. Selena Langford. Lori Lee. John Martin. Tonya McKinney, magna cum laude. Laura Meager, cum laude. Matthew Merkel. Elizabeth Mahan. Philip Montgomery. Lance Kitchens. Melissa Neely. Melissa Newton. Michelle Osborne. Erica Phelps. Tracy Phillips. Deanne Powell, cum laude. Mary Powers. Mary Purdy. Christian Volkert. Yvette Reese, magna cum laude. Andrea Cooper. Christy Rogers. James Shannon, magna cum laude. Patricia Sutton. Jill Ubelor. Samuel Watkins III. Shonda West. Ronald Wilder, magna cum laude. Russell Woodruff. Sean Abma. Ellen Cherry. Jill Coates. Veronica Decker. Jack Ferguson Jr. Elaine Grunnett. James Hubert. Linda Correct. Pamela Lyle. Francine Brito Mabry. Michelle Marassi. Portia McConnell. Angela Minton. Cynthia Rucker Murray. Kimberly Schell. Byron Sheets II, summa cum laude. Angela Spears. Michael Stewart, magna cum laude. Teresa Taylor. Eddie Thompson. Tracy Trumbo. Lori Venhouse. Jennifer Vincent. Julie Wade. Pamela Renee Gwen Wills. Colleen Abston, summa cum laude. LaWanda Adcock. Sherry Amos. Richard Anderson. Micah Arline Mapp. Lee Armstrong. Patsy Arnett, magna cum laude. Tammy Otis, cum laude. Christine K. Ayers. Melinda Belcher. Stacy Bell, cum laude. Catherine Bennett. Donna Bilbro, cum laude. Barbara Burge, cum laude. Kimberly Burge. Amanda Bishop. Brandon Blackburn. Susan Blair, cum laude. Beth Blinko. Kathy Blue. Tammy Bowman. Linda Boswell. Tricia Boyd, magna cum laude. Cynthia Bramer. Tracy Brandon. Crystal Bratcher. Lori Bratcher. Jennifer Breedlove. Henry Brierly. Emily Brown. John Bruner. Antoine Buchanan. Tracy Burba. Du Annalisa Bird. Catherine Burton. Valerie Caldwell. Jane Calvert. Susan Cambron. Melinda Carnes. Kelly Cassidy. Monty Cassidy. Donna Centers, summa cum laude. Gina Chan, magna cum laude. Stacy Clark, summa cum laude. Delika Clemens. Laura Clover. Michelle Cobb. Lori Collins. Stephen Compton. Debbie Tuck Connor. Brian Coulter. Paul Covell Jr., summa cum laude. Tricia Crabtree. Andrea Crea. Deborah Kreider, magna cum laude. Monica Krim. Dana Cruz. John Cummings. Elaine Foster Daniels, Dana Doherty, Kristen Davis, Michelle Davis, Marcia Day, Carol Day, summa cum laude, Linda Day, Marcia Decker, Amy DeJarnette, Sherry Delk, magna cum laude, Lori Deaver, Liesel Diedrich, Angela Donnelly, Marilyn Dorsey, summa cum laude, Dorothy Dunlap, Leslie Dunning, magna cum laude, Virginia Durbin, Stephanie Dykes, Daryl Eccles, Tonya Edwards, Carrie Ellerbush, Elizabeth Fackler, Sharon Fisher, summa cum laude, Randy Flannery, magna cum laude, Donna Flatt, Melissa Ford, Deborah Fowler, summa cum laude, Penny Fox, summa cum laude, Tammy Jo Franklin, Sharon Freck, Marietta Froggett, Mary Froggett, Cynthia Fuqua, Lisa Tudor Gallagher, Tian Gan, Trisha Gatto, Scarlett Gentry, Ginger George, Deborah Gibbs, Nicole Gibson, Julia Goodrum, Ashley Grantham, Shannon Gray, Nancy Green, Anna Gregory, cum laude, Panisha Gregory, cum laude, Tracy Harbin, Heather Harrison, Melody Gooden, Tracy Mercer, Kenneth Hardman III, Tanisha Harris, Melissa Harrod, John Christopher Hairston, Tammy Hastings, Amanda Hayes, Sonia Hayes, cum laude, Jennifer Grace Hendrickson, Laura Hessler, Julia Hicks, Katrina Higgins, Denise Hill, Mary Hinton, summa cum laude, Carol Holman, Tamala Holt, Penny Jo Houchins, Jane Houston, Sherry Howard, Jamie Howard, Sarah Howlett, Linda Huff, magna cum laude, Melanie Hufford, Brenda Hughes, Mary Hughes, magna cum laude, Shantae Ingles, Julie Jaggers, Reagan Jaggers, magna cum laude, Sharon Jarbo, Eddie Jefferson, Angie Johnson, magna cum laude, Ann Johnson, cum laude, Jennifer Johnson, cum laude, Cassandra Jones, Kathy Kilgo, cum laude, Melissa King Cravens, magna cum laude, Rana King, Mia Kircher, Sherry Kitchen, Jill Newt, Julie Quat, Stacy Lattis, James Lapsley, Christy Law, magna cum laude, Christy Leach, Michelle LeGrand, magna cum laude, Ginger Lewis, Glenda Sue Lewis, Jeffrey Ligon, Christy Lucas, Stacy Luttrell, cum laude, Janet Mackey, Kelly Manning, Julie McNabb, cum laude, Bonnie Marshall, William Marshall, Stephanie Martin, Amy Mason, Barbara Matheny, magna cum laude, Jane Mathis, Paula Holzman, Robin Morris, Melissa Nally. Christy Wilson, cum laude. Joanne Wimpelberg. Jennifer May, summa cum laude. Mary McCullough. Sherry McGrath. Kelly McGee. Hubert McMasters. Tammy McPherson, summa cum laude. Ashley Melton. Wendy Meredith. Judy Milam. April Miller. Kathleen Miller. Susan Miller, cum laude. Marla Mitchell. Michael Montgomery, summa cum laude. Michelle Morgan, magna cum laude. Tamara Morgan. Gina Morfitt. Amelia Morris. Amy Morris. Debbie Morris, cum laude. Amelia Murray. Monica Myers. Tonya Newton, cum laude. Sarah Knopfsinger. April Norris, magna cum laude. Laura O'Brien. Elizabeth Orr. Kurt Otto. Craig Offit. Tracy Pace. Layla Parks, cum laude. Denise Patterson. Emily Payne. Jeffrey Pettigo. Janet Penrod. Laura Pyle. Lisa Pyle. Dawn Pinkston. Amber Pippin. Julie Pittman. Amy Polly. April Pride, cum laude. Christy Puckett. Laura Pullen. Julie Raffaelli. Dana Rector. Nancy Rector. Stephanie Rector. Laura Ryder. Jamie Reese. Melinda Sue Renfro. Laura Rice, magna cum laude. Betty Jean Richmond. Amy Rogers. Philip Rogers, cum laude. Tonya Lee Rogers. Bert Rosenbarker. Brenda Royalty, cum laude. Amy Jo Rucker. Timothy Rudolph. Jennifer Russo. Jessica Ryan. Christy Saint. Melanie Saint. Charlotte Sally, summa cum laude. Dana Sanchez. Carrie Ann Sanders. Beverly Sarver. Marla Saunders, cum laude. Carmen Schneider. Dana Scott. Melissa Lane Scott. Shelley Scott. Melissa Sheets, magna cum laude. Shannon Shelton. Phyllis Shepperson. Deanna Shoecraft. Christy Shirley. Tony Shirley. Emily Sims. Jennifer Simpson. Barbara Sisk. Patricia Skis. Donna Slavin. Clay Smalley. Katrina Smith. Donna Smith. James Smith, cum laude. Kimberly Smith. Rhonda Smith, magna cum laude. Sally Smith, cum laude. Angela Snow, summa cum laude. Karen Solis. Renate Spainauer. Lisa Spitters. Michelle Spivey. Charisse Spradlin. Kimberly Staples. Linda Staples, cum laude. Tina Steen. Nicole Steenken. Wanda Stevenson. Leslie Marie Stover. Charity Staten. Tanya Stinson. Elinette Stranahan. Dana Stroud. Kelly Williams Stroud. Joy Sutton. Twilyn Swift Edwards. Alice Thomas, summa cum laude. Amy Thomas. Kenna Thomas, summa cum laude. Diana Thompson, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Thompson. John Paul Thompson. Michelle Thompson, summa cum laude. Allison Thrasher, cum laude. Deborah Tipton. Darlene Todd, cum laude. Jennifer Toms. Toby Tucker. Lynn Turner. William Twyman. Cindy Underwood, summa cum laude. Melissa Underwood. Shirley Van Dyke. Danielle Traw. Kendra Vaughn. Monica Vetter. Shelley Waddle. Cynthia Waldrop. Cindy Walters. Philip Waltz. Holly Warren. Nikki Westerfield. Bertina White, cum laude. Jennifer Whitus. Sean Weiler. Eddie Wilkerson. Angelia Williams. Ann Williams. Travis Willis. Deanne Willoughby, cum laude. Donetta Wilson. Jennifer Wilson, magna cum laude. Karen Wilson. Timothy Wilson. Yvonne Walliver. Mary Wright, cum laude. Shannon Wright. Stacy Wyatt, summa cum laude. James Yarbrough. Giovanna Young. Laura Young. Mary Young. Robin Youngblood. Stephanie Zock.
Vice President Haynes, it is with pride and pleasure that I present the graduates of the Ogden College of Science, Technology, and Health, and present each graduate with a diploma in recognition of this significant accomplishment.
Jeffrey Rice. Tammy Franklin Adams. Deborah Alexander with high distinction. Monica Blair. Amy Bogle with high distinction. Amy Bryson. Karen Marie Clark. Vonnie Clark. Christy Gormley. Monica Dearmond. Kimberly Dotson. Katrina Eccles with high distinction. Elizabeth Everly. Wanda Jean Babb Furlong. Kendra Garvin. Laura Goodman with distinction. Laura Hagan. Deborah Hall with distinction. Lori Hill. Crystal Hudson. Rebecca Sheffield Eisenberg with high distinction. Jenna Ray Key. Paula Faye Holcomb Key. Celeste Elaine Lewis. Kathy Charlene LeBeau with distinction. Heather Logston. Janet O'Rourke. Debbie Sue Popawell Ping. Tanya Shaw Poor. Lori Rogers. Glenda Faye Scherer. Catherine Spivak with distinction, high distinction. John Joseph Steno. Nyak Trin Thom. Jonna Thornton. Angela Dawn Tolliver. Nina Toomey. Lucille Turnbow with distinction. Melanie Jones Turnham. Janet Mercer Vickus with high distinction. Linda Slabo West. Misty Doreen Wilkinson. Maria Yates. Janet York with distinction. Janet Takish, summa cum laude. Dinah Beeson, magna cum laude. Tracy Bennett, cum laude. Will Constable. Kenneth Couch. Clarissa Lynette Ford, summa cum laude. Connie Elaine Hera. Stephen Vincent Hartman. Carrie Kelton, summa cum laude. Lon Calvin Maynard. Delissa Ann Wheat. Michael Wittenberg, magna cum laude. Bethany Ann Williamson, cum laude. Joel Dean Arnold. Pamela Marie Brashear. Jeffrey Coyle Brummett. Jill Cecil, cum laude. Jude Chambers, summa cum laude. Matthew Cook. Angela Jane Johnson. Colleen Adele Morris Edmiston, cum laude. Donna Faye Ewings. David Carlton Gum. Thomas Forte. Leslie Darlene Hazard. Stephen Ray Kirby. Kevin McCoy. Janice Lashley Miller. James Thomas Moore, magna cum laude. Matthew Keith Reamer. Loretta Staley. Cassandra Wilson. Mary Bernice Ackerman. Islam Shah Amlani. Tracy Anderson. Sherry Asbury. Michael Shane Austin, magna cum laude. Judith Catherine Barber. Michael Lynn Barber. Nevin Prentice Bard. Thomas Scott Barkey. Heather Bayless. Michael Edward Bevan. William Marcus Beeler. David Bell, magna cum laude. James Eric Bell. Daniel Bellamy. Philip Eric Bennett. Darren Bensing. Mark Forster Berry, summa cum laude. Michael Richard Bissett. Brian Allen Black. James William Blair. Amy Denise Bowles, cum laude. Jerry Britt Jr. Robert Ian Brown. Frederick Hade Browning. Susan Elaine Browning, magna cum laude. Joseph Franklin Burden, summa cum laude. Brad Daniel Burridge. Mitchell Canup, cum laude. Jeremy David Sublett. Kevin Keller. Zach Strobel. Thomas Lee Dotson, summa cum laude. Emily Martine Burton. Krista Button. Laura Ann Byers. Elizabeth Caffey. Paula Eugene Campbell. Dwayne David Cassidy. Randall Lee Cottle. Margaret Prawn Kai. Baron Chandler. Marnie Lynn Chapman. Shirley Jeanette Chapman. Jenny Childs. Kimberly Ann Siolkowski. Angela Clark. Timothy Andrew Coffey. Jama Lynn Collins. Kathy Umberger Cope, magna cum laude. Tracy Lynn Kofer. Michael Crow. Chad Cruz, summa cum laude. Gary Davis. Christopher Eugene Deal. Shanna Dean. Scott Goodwin Diamond. Jody Dodson, summa cum laude. Margaret Dossett, summa cum laude. Robert Douglas. Davita Drake. David Randall Dudgeon. M. Stacy Dahl. Eric Eliason. Stephanie Elliott. Benjamin David Everly. Robert Emil Fisher II. Kimberly Renee Flood. Robert Lane Forward Jr. Larry Lee Fugate. John Gambrell, summa cum laude. Joseph Garland. Dana Garrett. Richard Dale Gator. John Gentry, magna cum laude. Jeffrey Scott Goad. Barry Wayne Goley. Paul Allen Goodlett, cum laude. Jennifer Gray, summa cum laude. Samir Hafez. Julie Hall. Stephanie Hammonds. Catherine Bartell Haynes. Eureka Hasagawa. Dwayne Hahn. Gregory Hayes, summa cum laude. Carla Sue Haynes. David Scott Helm. Mark Allen Hendricks. Russell Edgar Henry Jr. John Jeff Herndon. Christopher Ray Hodge. Kurt Andrew Hoffman. Thomas Hopkins. Marnie Elizabeth Holland. Carla Suzanne Lange. Tamara Lynette Taylor. Jennifer Jo Houston. Eric Todd Hudson. Robert Murray Jackson Jr. Joey Brent Johnson. Janet Marie Johnson, cum laude. Natalie K. Jones. Gina Yvette Keller. Brian Keith Kennedy, cum laude. Michael Wesley Kennedy. Laura Elizabeth King. Nicole Janine Klein. Christopher Kozlowski. Jeanette Marie Krebs. Melissa Jo Kremer. David Martin Latham, magna cum laude. Lana Michelle Lewis, cum laude. Mark Allen Ling. Mitchell Logston. Matthew Prince Lowry, summa cum laude. Gwendolyn Lucas. Michael Keith Lucas. Christopher Allen Mannion. Jennifer June Moronic, magna cum laude. Felicia Dawn Martin. John Ernest McAlpin. Vicki Sitzler Monroe. Joshua Honecker, magna cum laude. Patrick Jarvis, cum laude. Shirley Leanne Matney. Mary Catherine McNeil, cum laude. Karen Virginia Phillips. Stuart Thomas Miller. Raji Glenn Millett, magna cum laude. Paul Ray Murray, magna cum laude. Sane Nick. David Michael Onan. Glenda Renee Myatt, summa cum laude. Monica Marie Myers. Christopher Paul Oldham. Clifford Willis Oliver II. Gary Christopher Page. Michelle Dawn Park. Susan Gail Passmore. Sajal Patel. Amanda Beth Pentecost. Jessica Lynn Peters. Jeffrey Taylor Plaster. William Prince, cum laude. Susan Page Pride. Karen Elizabeth Pro, summa cum laude. Samir Rahman. Martha Faye Reesner, cum laude. Samuel Redden. Carrie Reynolds. Brian Roberts. Michael Chad Robinson. Crystal Edward Ross, magna cum laude. Lorenzo Dow Rasdale IV. Rosemary K. Ruckriegel. Adrian Russell. Christopher Rust. Janet Marie Ryan, cum laude. Johnny Dean Sailors. Belinda Setters. Todd Ashley Seiler. Christopher Simmons. Michael Edward Skaggs Jr., cum laude. Trent Edward Skillman. James Michael Slightum. Carla Smith, cum laude. Denise Renee Smith. Libby Juanita Smith. Richard Kenneth Snow, summa cum laude. Dana Christine Stafford, magna cum laude. Jason Stanberry, cum laude. Jennifer Lynn Stelmick, cum laude. Jason Neal Stone. James David Street. Richard Andrew Shoemaker, magna cum laude. Chris James Tedesco. Keith Sutton. William Sean Sykes. Jacqueline Ann Sadowskowski. Stephen Michael Seiper. Randy Lee Thomas, magna cum laude. Dawn Marie Thompson. Mark Edward Thompson. Julie Elizabeth Tolliver, cum laude. Jennifer Jo Turner. Robert Rhett Turner. Amy Lee Vanhover. Elizabeth Ellen Van Cleve. Patricia Wade. Felicia Lynette Walker. Brian David Wallace, summa cum laude. Jermel Lynn Waller. Bradley Wayne Ward. Savannah Warren. Vicki Stewart Weatherby. John Patrick Wells. Daniel Lee Wheat. Bryant Wilhite, Michael Bryant Wilhite. David Martin Williams. Jordan Winfrey. Timothy Wingo, summa cum laude. William Joseph Duvall. Ivan Werner Wallenham. Melissa Lynn Woodruff. Barry Daniel Woosley II. Jeffrey Scott Wright. James Robert Weissong. Angela Faye Young. Y.U. Kim Abshir. Sheila Diane Waddle Atwell. June Bell. Elizabeth Troyce Carr. Shannon Chance. Christy Lynn Clark. Kara Beth Robinson Dawson, cum laude. Michelle Ann Drury. Laurie Dawn L.D. Goff, magna cum laude. Tiffany Louise Griffin. John Robert Hammers. Carol Bowman Haynes. Paula Jensen, cum laude. Tammy Michelle Johnson. Leanne Kennedy. Laura Michelle Mason. Angelyn Lee Masters. Evelyn Sue McGinnis, cum laude. Marla Renee McIntyre, cum laude. Ashley Carol McNabb. Deshae Doris Nelson. Kristen Lynn Payne. Kelly Phelps. Anita Jo Bryant Pitcock, summa cum laude. Tammy Robertson. Michelle Sammons. Dawn Marie Shields, magna cum laude. Joy Chrisanne Simpson, cum laude. Amy Michelle Sisley. Nancy Carol Smith. Wanda Smith Souders. Jenny Leah Taylor. Tammy Lynn Turner. Kelly Renee Von Gonten. Lisa Michelle Wall. Rebecca Havener. Jamie Marie Watts. Heidi Irene Whitescarver. Melanie Dawn Wilson. Angela Denise Woosley.
Vice President Haynes, on behalf of the graduate faculty, it is with genuine pride that I present to this audience students who have completed degrees at the graduate level and present to each graduate a diploma in recognition of this significant accomplishment. Special recognition is given to Western's first graduating class of the Master of Professional Accountancy program.
Penelope Botsaris. Gayla Sissel. Shelley Cosby. Lori Davis. Travis Dunlap. Paul Forrester. Leslie Gaston. Travis Green. Ann Gray. Christina Huddleston. Jamie Hicksonbaugh. Sean Smith. Deborah Ruth. Portia Pennington. Carl Payton. Orala Jumanakati. Anna Marie Fitzgerald. Erica Mayer. Claudia Pratt. Janine Siebold. Sarah Lurleen Smith. Joseph Williams. Christina Lynn Burden. Angela Duval. Jeffrey Meisel. James Murray. Finley Baird, Monica Armour, Teresa Atkins, Greg Fall, Daryl Bridges, Nancy Brock, John Malone, Robin Cannon, Alfreda Clark, Janice Cohn, Stephanie Dean, Lowell Daniels, John Dempsey, Dawn Forey, Judith Hanlon, Nelda Gauncey, Diana Galize, Tony Gambrell, Wanda Hendricks, Marta Hensley, Linda Howard, Cynthia Hudson, Marcia Eisenberg, Jacqueline Denise Johnson, Michelle Jost, Charlotte Lee, John Martin McDonald, Lee Meek, Michael Mitchell, Judith Moriarty, Thomas Nicholson, Michelle Overton, Kelly Peck, Yvonne Perry, Manami Robinson, Stacy Rose, Bruce Simmons, Virginia Simons, Michael Simpson, Patricia Stidham, Nan Vance, Donna Williams, Catherine Williams, Todd Parker, Brenda Davis, Elizabeth Wood, Mary Williams, Linda Rogers, Susan Schwindel, Lester Bain, Beverly Campbell, Hari Chaturi, Barbara Clemens, Jonathan Newton, Kenneth Detweiler, Lisa Cunningham, Troy Burden, Sabra Marvin, Angela Nevels, Rhonda Ellis, Russell Ronaldo, Carl Friesen, Michael Gorham, Anthony Hatcher, Shannon Hurley, Zhongling Liu, Samuel Myers, Suzanne Nagel-Jackson, Surat Nagabriva, Edwina Sheffield, Kendra Van Hooser, Aslam Tawid, Shava Sudarshan, Chidambara Shivana, Bukan Wang, Aiping Wan, Weo Wang, Shannon Yule, Hongzhu Zhang, Leo Zhang, Sally Crenshaw, Praveen Nala, Juan Magruder. That's right, nobody turned around.
As president of the Western Kentucky University Alumni, welcome to our newest alumni. In the 60s, the Beach Boys, some of you may have heard of them, had a hit song called Be True to Your School. I challenge you to be true to your school. Never before in the history of higher education has the need for a strong alumni been more important. Your support is needed for the continued growth of Western. Attendance at alumni events, participation in local alumni clubs, very important. Helping to recruit top students at Western. That's your charge. Remember, and you've heard it twice before today, the spirit makes the master. Show that spirit whenever you represent Western as an alumnus. I hope to see all of you at your first homecoming, October 28th. Be there in mass. We'll have a party as an alumni group. Doesn't that sound good after all these years? Congratulations on your graduation. Thank you.
Well, you've now joined a select group of people who are always referred to as graduates of Western Kentucky University. As of this moment, you have new options in life, which you did not have yesterday. Congratulations to you. Inside the back cover are the words to the alma mater of Western, College Heights. And I ask all of our graduates here to please lead us in singing with Miss Heather Hall as she leads us singing our alma mater. At the conclusion of the singing of the alma mater, we will be dismissed. Miss Hall. Please rise.